button starts fucking shouting. Instantaneously. Alright, let's try to get this shit going with the windows here. And there we go. Twitch side is good. What's going on, Hero Man? Zag, I see your messages as well. I don't know if that's a you left or not, but we'll find out shortly. If you plan to do some farming after the first one, lore reading, mind if I recommend Olivier, since you can now mod out. This book offers all but any pages of Hana. Fair enough. I do need to do, if we do wind up doing that, we'll probably wind up going for Hana floor. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? I'm just doing some last-minute fixes here to get all of my shit in the right windows. If you can't tell, there is some late fox going on. But I'll just be a moment here. Alright, and like that, we're good to go. I changed my stream settings around a little bit, so we are now streaming at 5K. Yeah, 5,000 kilobytes per second for the bitrate. So we're doing 5K rather than the 4,500. I don't know why there's a yellow line around this window. So I'm gonna need a second here. What are you doing and why? Oh, I don't know why I have a yellow line out around my window. You guys can't see it, but it's enough to drive me up a fucking wall. Toho Rookie, how you doing today? Great with the min +2 to all rolls as well when they get to +1 on max when reached emotional level 3. Hello. Hello there. Yeah, that does, I remember their pages being pretty smexy. There's, I'll wait until there's some more people popping in and whatnot, though, but there was just a couple of things I wanted to bring up here. Actually, I could do it now since it's going to be in post anyway, regardless, so people will still wind up seeing it and whatnot, but, like... So I've done a couple of different things that I'm trying to do. A lot of you guys have already noticed, but I'm trying to gather some names right now in the Discord for changing up a couple of role, like setups right now in the Discord, specifically for like the content creators and whatnot. It's going to be primarily for like people that we have in there for right now, because these people are going to be basically like special guests. So I have like certain people in mind, and it's not like a preference or a priority kind of thing that I'm doing. It's just I can't like mark every single person who walks in there that's a content creator as like a VIP. Otherwise, it'll wind up getting out of control, like, really quickly. But the point is to put them, like, right underneath the groundskeepers and whatnot so that people can see that whenever that they're popping in and out. Aside from that, there was that one. I'm trying to do a couple of different things around. Much to my chagrin, I changed around some of my tags on the Twitch end of things. I didn't really want to do it originally, but I did go through them to try to kind of just see how my Twitch tags were working and whatnot for things, and while I would be considered a PNG tuber, every PNG tuber that is on Twitch has the VTuber tag on, and I wanted to avoid doing that because I don't like setting myself within trends for fucking clout and for views and all that fun shit, but that's kind of how every other PNG tuber is doing it, because you have to use, like, you have to fill in what the tags are that they already have on Twitch when you're trying to come up with them. You can't just make them up on the spot, and then if somebody, like, looks them up for a buzzword or something like that, then you're linked into the algorithm with it, so it is predetermined tags over on Twitch, which means, again, much to my chagrin, I am gonna need to do the VTuber tag for things, which is what every other PNG tuber does. So I'm not really doing anything sleazy, it's just that's just kind of how it works over on the Twitch end of things, and I hate it right now. So I might have to look into how other PNG tubers are doing their shit as well for like YouTube videos and whatnot, because I might need to do a similar thing over on the YouTube end of things. But basically, I'm trying to extend my reach for obvious reasons, guys. Like, you know, all of that fun shit. And just trying to really, like, pull some things together on my channel that I haven't done in very many years. So, like, now while things are kind of building up and we're actually picking up steam, I just kind of want to finally set some things up. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's really all that I need to say right there, though. So that's all the boring shit on the side taken care of. I'm gonna drink a bit of water. I'm glad that my fucking heart rate settled down a little bit here, and I don't mean that in like a health-wise way in any way, shape, or form. I am noticing for some strange reason, I never have over the last like 10 years, but I get small bouts of anxiety, like fucking spurs now. I don't want to say an anxiety attack, but I get these small spurs of like anxiety whenever that I do anything. Jumping into voice calls, for example, is a big one lately. Going into games, really wanting to play a shooter game, then realizing that I have to fucking be around random people and whatnot, and then I just get random anxiety from that, even though I don't even care or am ever bothered by randoms and all that other stuff. Like, just usual basic things when it comes to using the internet lately are, like, weirdly giving me, like, weird anxiety spurs now with shit. And that's just the best way that I can explain it. Just anxiety spurs. Really. For the lack of any other term. So, that was something that I was experiencing before I was about to hit the start streaming button. And I don't know what the hell that was all about, but it is gone now, and we're good to go. As is the usual way whenever that it comes to things. I have, like, anxiety up and stage fright up until the moment that I do a thing, and then I get good to go. So, I want to check what we have for Star of the City. I don't know if we can actually organize them from their levels. Does anybody know that? And the cat is fucking going at it again. I'm going to kick her in the teeth. It just wants to laze out. It's a possibility. It's just, I got, like, a little older, and I'm not gonna be one of those, I absolutely refuse to be the person, oh, I'm getting old, I'm not old. I'm older than I was 10 years ago, but I'm noticing that, like, I don't know, I just get, like, fucking anxiety from stupid shit now that I didn't fucking really get it from before. Or maybe I'm just recognizing it now versus before, so I really don't know. I think we should also read whatever of these. So I'm gonna need somebody to pull the wool out from in front of my eyes, is the saying, I believe, with any of these fixers that you can do on the first floor of Star of the City. So, I have none of the Kane Office books right now. I don't think. No, I do. Okay, so I don't know if they still stay there if you don't have them or not. It's not even paranoia, because I don't even think that, like, anything bad is going to happen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just is straight up anxiety. The difference between, like, anxiety and a lot of other different uneasy feelings and all that other stuff is that you don't, like, it's stupid and you know it's stupid, but you can't relax. That's, like, the big difference between anxiety and everything else. It's like, you don't even quite even understand the source. And that's really the best way that I can explain it. Like, I quite literally freeze up before I jump into online chats now when there are people that are already in them. Think you miss one in the other? Maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna take a look at the first floor here. So, let's take a look. Starting from the thumb. Yeah, it's just Thumb Soldados. Actually, no, it's not Thumb Soldados. Kahlo, Catriel, Boris, and Dennis. So this is all first floor. These are just the gears. Liu has Section 2 fixers. Lowell, Cecil, and May. Okay. And then Nemo, Martina, and Bada. Yeah, so we have everything there, and then we just have the Star of the City stuff. Take care, man. Hope you figure out the source of that anxiety. I hope so too, man. Hope so too. It's not anything big either, because, like, it goes away. It definitely goes away once I get going. It's just, I'm annoyed, because I've never been like this before. So, back to the credenza. No, you know what? Maybe that is why, because when I went to Yeah, no. We're good. We're good. So, if we go back over here, though, for example, right? Yeah, no, because that's exactly what it is. So, it's like Liu Section 2, Liu Section 1. So, they divide it that way anyway, so you're well aware of what you need. So, yeah, we don't need Marison Chun anyway, because that's not going to be this lore reading session. So, we are perfectly good as is. We have everything we need. Like I said, one of you guys are just going to need to tell me what I need for the general invites. And I'm also going to pause the YouTube right there, so I'm not running up fucking bandwidth that I don't need to be running up. And it looks like, people, your bitrate settings is out of recommendation for Twitch. Please set bitrate to a value less than 5K. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, OBS. Just one book of the Star of the City, row 1. You know what? That actually would be a really easy way to do this, wouldn't it? So, let's do Liu Section 2. So, Dong Huan. Do we have Dong Huan's book? I think we do. And now, what's another stage 1? Yeah, there we go. Church. Yep. So, Night Owls, we don't have Alan. Alan is a big one. We've actually been needing Alan for a while. And then we'll throw in a Thumb Soldado. I mean, any one of these will work. Yeah, and then the Uja. Okay. So that's exactly what it is. Then we need the Ujat. So, Ujat, Night Owl, and we're gonna do this actually now. So first we have to beat the snot out of Alan. Yes, Odd Floor isn't even set up right now. I think we might just bring Waifu, guys. I need to set up a floor. Son of a bitch. I have to set up a floor. I have, like, no floor set up other than Geb right now. Gamer fan, you're gonna use Nikolai today. So we have Nikolai, Bamboo, Nemo, and Esther. Yeah, we're good. I think we're good with that. I do not remember this requiring much, so I think we're fine with that. Liu Section 2, there we go. Pierce focus, destroy one defense dice. Bypass the defense, focus on clashing. Pretty much. Yeah, sounds about right. And we only have one floor, which is perfectly fine. With how strong we have gotten with a lot of things, I didn't even bring in, like, the good pages either, man. I think we'll be good. I probably should mangle. And then whoever that Nikolai clashes with, we'll deal with. There we go. Gamer fan, you gonna do that. I actually don't think it even matters if we let you get hit by that with the bind, gamer fan, so you're gonna do this. And the only other thing that you're being hit by now is this, so... That's fine, you can take the bind then. And I think this is actually a Pierce deck right now, right? Yeah, actually, hilariously, this deck does the same exact thing as the Night Owls do. I'm gonna hate the number of binds that we have on people, though, by the end of this. But, I think we'll be good. Degraded chain and degraded fairy. Even though we really don't even need to worry about it, I'm gonna fucking do it, because we're not going to hit anything else. What does this do, actually? Nah, there's no point. There's no fucking point. And this is our... Oh, yeah, you're fine. You just need to build charge, then, my boy. And you are Nikolai, right? So it's one of these two that are going to get marked, and we're going to fucking find out, but... Either way, they're both getting shot in the face by Bina with pillars, so I think we're good. Yeah. What's going on, Alice? I just noticed that you messaged in there. How's your day been so far, my friend? So this next floor is gonna suck, or this next part of the fight is gonna suck, because this is where everybody is like, yo, hey, we're just gonna fucking move super duper fast, and everybody else has bind. Because, like, quite literally everybody has a haste, and quite literally everybody on the opposite end of the field has a bind, so... Which is stupid fucking annoying. I would like to yield my flesh on that, but I don't think it's gonna matter, which is annoying. Oh, if only it was a ranged page, man. I mean, I'm not super worried, though, regardless. Did Bina really not fucking gain? No, she didn't. Cool. I was hoping for a light reset there, but boy, that didn't happen. I don't think bamboo really... Yeah, bamboo doesn't really take pierce damage. So I think we're good. They did not decide to just fucking kick me in the teeth, though, right there, and just all gangbang one person, at least. Doesn't really matter who we go up against here, now does it? And then, yeah, cool, Rediment gets to just do whatever the hell that he wants to who the hell he wants. Somber Procuration, I suppose. Yeah. And then this boy is marked, so they're kind of fucked regardless of what they do. And then you're going after these two, so might as well do some free damage to this fool. Lilia, how you doing today? You are not late. Haven't really missed you too much, to be honest with you. Other day making memes just in case I get hate mail in Elden Ring. Fair enough. There was an announced date release for Elden Ring now, wasn't there? It's been a minute for me. Fucking Jimmy McGee just laying on the smackdown over here, just unfreaking touchable. Alright, we need... enemy target will be forced to target librarian back regardless of speed. Perfect. Who's our best clasher now? Honestly, probably Bina Senpai. It kind of ruins the point of ranged dice, but I think Bina literally is our best. Hold up, let me fucking try that one again. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why that works that time around, but sure, I suppose. I think it fucking actually clashes what I want it to clash. Fucking stupid. Who is marked? The guy who died got marked again. That's unlucky. I mean, we're not gonna lose this anyway. I think we're good. Ah, yes. You! Okay. Fucking... I could energy conversion it. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Yeah. No, actually. No, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. I don't think we'll need it. You, gamer fan, golden opportunity. Fucking fantastic. You're fucking phenomenal, my guy. No, we need to beat the snot out of this boy. We're gonna go literally all in on this. Bina, you're going to be opening the gates of hell on our foes. I'm relying on you. I'm relying on you, my dear. Make sure you fucking annihilate them. That was a good first roll. Ooh, good second roll right there. Fuck this frontliner, though. He's a piece of shit. Literally ate everybody else's dice, but the frontliner's like, I'm just going to high roll everything. Evader Nemo, man. It's awesome. Potter learned my spell and is now blasting me with it for the 10th time, and I'm doing great. I did lose a Darkest Dungeon character that I really didn't want to die, but oh well. Yeah, that is Darkest Dungeon for you. On to Nemo, extra defense. Extra evades, baby. Who's got them stonks of... Oh, dude, there we go. Fucking just farm stagger off of that fucker. Do they not like blunt? I don't know. I think I'm going to attack this person, though, with, this. And, probably this. Yeah, you know what? That is what we need to do. That's the play. That is the play. And then, Rediment, you're going to stop this shit from happening with, castigation, actually, I think. Oh my god, Rediment never got to move. Fuck, Rediment can't use his ultimate skill. Damn it! Guys, Rediment can't use his Bankai. What are we gonna do now? I mean, we have to all-out war this, right? I think that's the obvious answer. We can't use disposal yet, but we can get damn close to it. Oh, you know what? We're gonna do it now, actually. Fuck you. That's what we're gonna do. So Bina is going to get hit by that, and that's going to suck. But that's okay, because Bina will have done her fucking job by that point. Oh god, look at the pillars. Look at the pillars, baby. Look at those pillars. So gorgeous. We have no stagger on Gamer Fan, though, and that's what I'm looking for. Too much. Just too much evasion, dude. Way too much evasion. Gamer Fan is impossible to stagger because of it. All Out War was a very good roll right there. And we are now unlocked, baby. Rediment is going to do horrendous things to somebody. Just give me 3 seconds. Wow, I won. Woohoo! That's enough. Back to battle. I love it. So, we are going to do a horrendous thing to somebody, and I don't know who. You know what? You. We're gonna make this your finishing blow. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that awful thing. We're gonna do that very awful thing right there, because you can't do shit about it. Yeah. Baby. Alright, who are you attacking then? Ah, I see. Both of your 6s are after Rediment. Well, see, funny thing about that fuckboy. You're dead. And you know what? I feel so confident about this. Bamf. Get off of my battlefield. That is what I'm talking about, Gamer Fan. There we go. What an anime finish. What an anime finish right there. You're gonna add Library of Ruina characters in Darkest Dungeon. That I do know about. A lot of people talked about that one, and I can't wait to do that when we go into DD. Random tangent, but Lilia and Huck are the same person. Gotcha. Became different people. That would make a lot more sense then. Alright. That makes a lot more sense, actually. We got Punishing Wings for Jimmy McGee. Oh, dude, that's such a good combo if Jimmy McGee just keeps running the Nemo build, too. I'm gonna put some sparkles, though, on Jimmy McGee because it's just, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. You guys must have, like, some shit that you can put on, right? Jimmy McGee, you're gonna have that on your nose now. And you're gonna be sparkly. That's terrifying, and that's not going to show up anymore. Because we don't need that shit. I didn't ask for fucking nightmares, man. Boom, warp cleanup. I'm gonna put that away. Why does nobody have, like, anything good? Okay, here we go. So, 4% chance. Pierce dice, power by 1. Wait, what? I guess it just depends on how you want it to look. I guess that's all that comes down to. I mean, I'm fine with that then, because they both did the same thing and it confused me. You can't do shit like that and expect me to fucking understand what's gonna go on, man. You know what? Guess what, Rediment? You have a fucking patch now on your eye. Yeah. Free stagger. You don't need the headwear, though. That's fine. Dude, Rediment just has everything, though. And what do you have, Gamer Fan? Absolutely fuck all. Attaboy. Alright, so we now have everything that we need. Though I still want Alan's shit, so hold up. And there's the cat doing the cat stuff that she does. I might have to go ahead and stop that in a minute here. Alright, we do have Alan's page now, finally. Yuffie is live. Alright, cool. So we have Alan, baby. And that's all that I wanted in my life, man. Alan had a special thing, right? Yeah, stiletto. We're gonna burn one more. Because I can always farm more later. We will never listen to Bina music directed by Michael Bay. Called Free Stagger. Boost damage by some of users' haste and targets bind. Oh god, yeah, that's pretty nice. Just to get the Mirian glasses. So, alright, yeah, the Mirian. We'll have to eventually get them. Alrighty, cool. So I think that's everything that we need for the credenza so that we can start lore reading, guys. I think we're good to go. And since I'm seeing that everybody is kind of here over on the YouTube side, I'd say that that was a great time. Because we just needed Alan. We have Ujat, which is right here. We have Alan. And then we need the, where are they? Night Owls. Yeah. So we have everything that we need for here. What was the first one? Dong Huan? Yeah, we got Dong Huan. Perfect. We got the Dong, baby. So we just need to do these. We need to do these. These. And these. And it actually is organized neatly so that we can see where all of these are, actually, which is fantastic. That is fantastic. And I don't think that, R-Corp has anything different other than maybe Nyx being 2. No, I don't think so. I think you get actually all of these in the first set. Yeah, I think you get all of these in the first set, because I think you fight Nick the first time around, so it doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter if that's on the second or the third floor. In fact, the third lore reading episode is going to be much smaller than everything else. So I guess we start now, because no time like the present, am I right? So we're gonna start with the Liu because it's the first thing that I see right there. Toho rookie, I bet you're really happy about that one. So I'm gonna down some water, and I am ready to get going. So like I said, guys, when we're done reading this, I'm not sure that I feel like actually grinding. I might be grinding off camera when we're done doing the lore reading. So I don't know how much we're actually going to be playing the Library of Ruina today, but we're gonna play it by ear, and I may even poll you guys afterwards on what you want me to play, so that's what I'm thinking. So we're gonna start with the basic fixer page. Liu Association is a battle-oriented fixer association specializing in all-out combat. We receive requests from the wings and fight great battles for them. Some may see the Liu fighting style as old-fashioned, but we get frequent requests from those who want strong-willed and determined warriors. Most requests that come our way aren't complicated. 9 out of 10 are resolved by simply marching towards enemies and defeating them in battle. It doesn't require specific strategies or certain personnel. We are the Liu, the association that solely exists for war. That doesn't mean war is the only type of request we accept. After all, a fixer is free to take any request. The catch is that all requests must be reported to the Hana Association after you deal with them. The report must include the details of the request, the client's info, how the case was resolved, and any other relevant information. Once the report has been submitted, Hana Association will assess the performance of the office and its fixers, and evaluate them for promotion or demotion. That's how the grades of offices and fixers are updated. Therefore, a fixer's grade doesn't necessarily correlate with strength. One last thing I'd like to add is that there is a line of fixers that fixers shouldn't cross. A fixer may advertise themselves or their office to get more requests, but they should not threaten people to give requests to them. This is an area handled by the Hana Association, and I'm going to guess that that is some kind of, like, Northern European. So, like, Norwegian, Swedish, Danish, something like that, because of, I'm thinking that specifically because of the umlaut, but I'm gonna say Ofui, or Oifi, or something, I don't know. I don't know how I would actually pronounce that. Just Oif, like, that's so weird with the umlaut like that. Ofi, I guess, Ofi Association, a specialist in dealings and transactions. Of course, associations shouldn't have to worry about running out of requests in the first place. Alright, so we have the lowdown of what the Liu is from that page, about everything that I expected from 2. And when we get to the Fixers, section 1, I imagine it's going to be like an extension of that. I'm also going to change the volume here. I'm going to change our master volume just a little bit. So I just want to make sure that I'm not being drowned out by everything going on. So we're going to go up the ladder from Cecil. Actually, Cecil was kind of a second in command now, huh? So we'll start with May. Outside of weapon and martial arts, the most important thing that provides us with protection is our clothing. It might look like a fancy suit with golden decorations at first glance, but you know how a fixer's attire is no ordinary clothing? It's mandatory for people working in relatively higher sections to wear clothing adorned with the Moonlight Stone, M-Corp's singularity. Ooh, that's new. Of course, the Liu doesn't have the exclusive right to use it, so you can see it on clothes of other fixers and syndicate members too. The Moonlight Stone emits a golden glint, and you can either gild your clothes with it, or I've never seen that word just outright thrown like that, so either gild your clothes with it or make ornaments out of it. The Moonlight Stone mitigates or shuts off psychological affliction induced from all kinds of mental attacks, pressure, interference, and all that, whether it's caused by seeing, hearing, or feeling something, or a direct assault to the mind. Although I don't really know how the stone works. They said it implies a single purpose or thought, making people forget the mental pain coming from outside, or fortifying the mind as it's surrounded with a giant barrier. It's all thanks to this clothing that we didn't panic when we saw the crying children. A distortion. That is interesting. I like that. May, best panda kung fu girl. I mean, I'm just saying, alright, May is giving me some pretty big... I need to find the... Hold up. Hold the fuck up. I am the fuck up. Please hold me. Somebody help me, who is the panda lady that is in Arknights? I fucking forget what her name is. Kung Fu Panda. Yeah, Feeder. There we go. Feeder. Hold up. She reminds me of Feeder. I'm gonna put her on screen. I'm just gonna use the actual artwork from the game rather than like anything off of DeviantArt, just so that I don't get in shit for whatever reason. Alright, Feeder, you're gonna go on the desktop for now. OBS, come hither. Come hither, OBS. Come to me. Come to me, my child. Martini, I love you to death. I love you. I absolutely love you. But you must give way for Feeder. Is that not, like, I mean, she don't look like her in any way, shape, or form, but, like, I get big Feeder vibes from fucking May. Just saying. Big Feeder vibes. So, just wanted to share that one with everybody. She's quite literally Kung Fu Panda. Jack Black if he were a sexy panda. If you will. Feet Eater, god damn it. Oofy is Swiss. Yeah, I thought so. It was like Swiss or Switzerland or something like that. That's what I was thinking, because, yeah. It was either like Norwegian or... Yeah, 11. She is a panda. Which is kind of ironic, because Swiss-themed association is one dealing in transactions. That... Okay, that is pretty funny. That is pretty funny. Alright, we're gonna move over to Cecil now. The Liu is an association that specializes in warfare. We work for a single goal of victory. However, victory isn't necessarily won in battle. The ideal course of action begins by identifying the reason the enemy intends to fight in the first place. Next, we break the enemy's will. Only then will we launch an attack on enemy forces. Even when war is inevitable, we mustn't hope for victory after starting the war. Secure a path to victory before engaging in warfare. The Liu engages in battles that are already won, with a strategy that is fated to lead us to triumph. We face enemies that are fated to lose. I see that somebody has definitely read up on Sun Tzu, just saying, because that essentially is one of the main things in, like, the art of war right there. If anybody is unaware of that one, right? It's like the whole concept about, like, going into a battle when it comes to that shit is, like, engage in it and do all the things on the sidelines that you need to do to set up and prepare for it, been decided when it begins, and they won't realize it until it's already too late. And that's, like, a big key when it comes to that kind of, like, there's so many different things when it comes to, like, strategy, when it comes to that shit, especially when you bring it into, like, a video game environment that I would love to talk about, but, like, RTS people, for example, know exactly what I'm talking about with this shit. If you're an RTS gamer, That's essentially what the game is. You're setting up, you got your resources going, you got your numbers going, you know what your plan of attack is going to be. You're preparing your thing, you're setting your different things to go for distractions and this and that. You have their attention here, but that just means that they're not paying attention to this other thing that you're doing, you know what I mean? And then by the time that the assault happens, they're like, oh, shit. They've been playing me for a fool I've been had this whole entire time. Effectively, the battle was already won before it even began. You know what I mean? So, I love that kind of way that's worded right there, especially considering that Liu is, again, that's the whole Chinese thing, so I imagine they'd have big Sun Tzu inspiration. Video I've posted in game discussions, yes. StarCraft 2, that's a good one right there, Hero Rookie, it's a good one. In other words, we don't participate in a war that cannot be won. Blindly charging into the fray isn't always the path to victory, and while strategizing allows you to look ahead and see where victory lies, it doesn't ensure that you will reach it. Therefore, it's crucial to assess the strength of the ally and condition of the enemy before you determine if you should advance or retreat. It's up to the director of each section, our leaders, basically, to decide what to prioritize and what to discard. For instance, Director Lowell is extremely cautious. He's not hesitant to reorganize his forces if there's a slight advantage. On the other hand, Director Zhao tends to push forward as long as there is an opportunity to count on, but she isn't reckless about it. She signs elaborate strategies that will overcome the odds. Director Lowell's choices aren't always wise, and Director Zhao's choices don't always result in a smooth victory, but the two work their hardest within their abilities. Nice, so they have like a little yin and yang going on, I see. And then my boy Lowell. My boy. NA, how are you doing tonight, my friend? How are you doing? All warfare is based, pretty much. Traps a lot. Yeah, that's kind of the whole entire... Like, that's the fun thing, though, about video games in general. They're very reactive in that sense, and that's kind of like the whole entire thing that you're trying to do. First-person shooters, it happens a lot, right? When you have a really high game sense, you can predict what what the enemy is going to do, either from personal empathy and experience and shit that you've done for plays, or otherwise. So, what happened to my my preview there? I don't know what happened. It just like automatically scrolled everything to the left. Well, China broke a lot and they are used to war, pretty much. But like, that's the thing, right? Is even in like first-person shooter games, you can bring things in there. Game sense, when I talk about that stuff, like I've been playing a lot of Apex Legends lately to try to really bring up my game sense in that game and my shooters and stuff, and I'm starting to slowly chip the rust off in shooter games, and I feel good about myself playing again. But like, that's ultimately what game sense really is. Knowing what your enemy is going to do before they do it, calling their bluff and reacting to it. It's not necessarily about, I need to out-aim that guy, and that's why I always tell people that a smart player will always beat a more skilled player. You just need to outsmart the skilled guy in a shooter game. You don't need to have great aim, you just need to know what they're going to fucking do and then beat them out on it. That's really all it comes down to. Like, smart plays will always win any day of the week when it comes to a shooter game. It's just funny that way. So... it just happens to be that usually when people have really good skill ceilings and stuff like that in shooter games, they happen to also be very knowledgeable about it, so it's hard to outsmart them. But that was always the thing that I love doing, when you're standing in an area that people absolutely do not expect you to be sitting in when you're playing a first-person shooter, and you just fucking rail them with the gun you're using. It's such a great feeling. Zhao was a cold person who wouldn't easily show her feelings. Even though the Liu consists of those who only face forward and never express any emotion in battle, Zhao was especially hard-edged above the rest. I came to wonder if she was capable of possessing emotions at all. Her tone was dry in the most upsetting situations, and she seemed apathetic to the loss of several colleagues, never showing her emotions in response to anything, but thoroughly looking after herself. That was my impression of Zhao. I thought the path Zhao was walking was completely different from mine. We disagreed on every aspect. From strategies to personalities, I thought my relationship with her would stay a formal relation between two co-working directors of an association. I don't remember when and how we got so close to each other. I couldn't be bothered to push away the person who naturally came to my side. We started spending more time together outside of work. People intersect one another somehow. Though I have no clue how our paths managed to converge, or what about the paths led them to cross. One thing I can say for certain is that Our relationship isn't a superficial bond between two directors. We need each other because we cherish each other, not the other way around. Can you really call it love if you only cherish your significant other because you need something out of them? At the very least, I don't think Zhao is an object of exploitation nor gratification. However, I know that preaching love is utterly meaningless in this city. A fixer should never be carried away by emotion. I know well that a person at a position as high as mine should be extra careful. I've seen countless fixers who brought private matters to the official grounds only to meet undesirable results. The moment you get swayed by something you cherish, you lose yourself. You neglect your own safety. When a human, a creature that always puts itself above all else, loses their edge because of what they hold dear, and places higher priority on it over their own life, the consequences will be grim in any case. Knowing this, I decided to remind ourselves of one thing when we plighted our troth. Whatever happens to each other, we won't put ourselves at risk. As I thought, Zhao agreed plainly and rightly. I could trust in Zhao, and I was glad to have this person as my lifelong partner. It was reassuring to know that Zhao wouldn't throw away her life if I ever died. Focus on my own survival, even in a mortal peril. Perhaps my heart has grown stronger since I met her. Having her next to me was already a great help to me at that point. See, I don't know how to tell you this, buddy. I don't know how to tell you this, buddy. Who's gonna tell him? Lowell, the war couple. I can adapt. The one I can handle. I'm bad to deduce against unpredictability that are layered with misdirection. Everybody is to some extent, right? It's kind of how that works. Alright, we're back down to the thumb, so we're going to do the same thing we did before and work our way up. I feel like Boris is Kalo's right-hand man more than Catriel is, and I know Catriel is a woman, but that doesn't matter. I use the phrase man as a unisex thing here in this circumstance. But we're going to start with the thumb Soldado, Dennis, Catriel, Boris, and then Kalo. So let's read more about the thumb. Let's find out what makes them tick, ladies and germs. The thumb is the most cultivated and humane of the five fingers. Just be polite and know how to respect others. But then why did the thumb top the list of syndicates one would never want to get involved with in the survey for fixers conducted by the Hana Association, in spite of such good manners? The reason is simple. Hierarchy is absolute for the thumb. To us, it's as natural as the fact of nature that split blood only flows downward, not up. And it's supposed to be spilt, but that's fine. One is expected to give unconditional obedience to a higher authority. That's where the relative courteousness of the thumb comes from. Fair enough. You may die, but that's a sacrifice I am willing to take. Absolutely, Hero Man. Glad that you're right there with me on that one. That's where I was thinking. Alright, let's move to Dennis. Dennis the Menace. Dennis the Menace. He's only 5. Anyway. Even in a powerful syndicate, weaklings exist. Cowardice can surface among the strong, and chaos can ensue from the most faultless roles. Not everyone in the thumb can abide the rules without a slip-up. What happens when one violates the rules? If someone is trying to disrupt the hierarchy, they will be purged in a few days. It doesn't matter if it's a member of the syndicate or an outsider. Sorry, a little bit of gas buildup here. I will not be able to speak over that. Feeling that I'm going to need to burp any moment. Anyway, every person must abide by the rules. The degree of violation is irrelevant. That doesn't decide the weight of the purge. The one thing that matters the most is the fact that they showed insolence. The lesson is marked with blood so that no one dares to break this rule again. Dear God, Dennis, I bet that you were the guy that, like, brown-nosed the teacher and, like, fucking just told on everybody all the time in high school. That's who Dennis is. He was that one kid that was like, hey, he's doing something he's not supposed to, and everybody just, like, fucking couldn't stand them. I bet you were a fun person in school. Jesus. No one dares to break this rule again. Anyway, that's the most important one. It might seem like nitpicking, but there's only one basic principle to remember. Don't get on the nerves of your superior. It's such an elementary part of the basic decencies for human relationships, and so many people seem oblivious of this. I mean, he's not wrong. He's confused, but he's got the spirit. Respect De Capo, that is all. Just gonna say that one right there, though. Like, he's confused, but he got the spirit. He's not wrong, but he's wrong. Like, you never saw his animation when he attacked. Oh? What was his animation? And you can explain it, it's fine, but what is his animation? I'm curious. Oh, he got crazy face when he... Of course he does. Of course he does. Sum up by one word. Respect. Not even just respect, just respect. R-E-S-P-E-C. Like 2 C's even. We're gonna do 2 C's with it. Just respect. Yeah, exactly, Hero Man. Right for wrong reasons. It's like, yeah. Also, I want to see what this chat box looks like. You guys can actually see the chat box, right? Do you think it should be a little bigger or a little smaller? I'm trying to, like, change my layouts to make a little more sense here. And I think that we need to make that chat box just a wee bit smaller, right? I think we do. I think we need to make that chat box just a little tinier. So we're going to try like this for now, and I might even in the future move it, like, up here. But for now, we're going to keep that in the bottom right corner. She the one who cut out her own tongue? Yes, absolutely. Psycho, to be precise. Yes. Psycho indeed. Alrighty. The Thumb's chain of command is simple. Obey the orders issued by your superior unconditionally, and do not question the intentions of your superior. Kill if you're told to kill, and die if you're told to die. Die for me! Die for me! Literally what she's saying. Actually, Dennis cut her. Yeah, okay, fair enough. You cannot defy the orders, no matter how baffling it may seem. Those who violate them are punished on the spot. Even if the order is made by someone whose rank is only 1 step higher than yours, you're still obligated to follow it. There's nothing you can do about it, unless another person whose position in the pecking order is even higher than your commander's decides to step in and take your side. There is one exception, however. It's when a high-ranking individual temporarily devolves their power to a subordinate of theirs. Usually this occurs if they have urgent business that prevents them from joining a meeting, or when they need their peer to know something that the subordinate can explain more professionally. It's still a rare occurrence even then. No one transfers their authority for the fun of simulating uprising or other trivial reasons. That's how significant the hierarchy is to us. Alright, and now we have Executioner here. Actually, no. Dennis would be Executioner. He's the jury. No, he is the Executioner, then. So, I guess going Dennis, Boris, and Catriel, Judge, Jury, Executioner. Anybody have any, like, qualms with that one? Judge, Dennis, Jury, Catriel, Boris, Executioner. Or maybe he's Jury. Yeah, Catriel, Judge, Dennis, Jury, Boris, Executioner. I think that's, like, the best way that we can set that one up right there. Literally, actually, yeah. True. True indeed. We're gonna start reading Boris while we're at it, because it's a short one. The Thumb uses various types of bullets. We pick the right ammo for the right situation, but as you can guess, the price of those bullets is a serious drawback. Not even the Thumb, one of the 5 fingers sitting at the apex of the back streets, can just waste bullets willy-nilly. That's how costly it gets. You can't get trigger happy. Because of that, the Thumb fight with the bayonet and buttstock of their guns most of the time and only fire bullets when it's absolutely necessary. The buttstock is built to be solid enough to crush most things to a pulp, and the bayonet is pretty handy as a sword. Some just stick to raw strength, though. Yeah, some. Some just stick to raw strength, Boris says, cracking his knuckles, eyeballing that one fucking limp noodle in the corner. So basically what Boris is saying is, skill issue, don't miss. Boris is a guy who brawls people into oblivion, endure and power through, pretty much. It's funny that the only person in the Thumb that doesn't use guns talks about Thumb's ammo and guns, exactly. My pa taught me to fight, taught me with that sort of mentality. Hey, fair enough, man. Here we go. Capo de Capo, Godfather. Of course, he's the fucking Godfather. Soda Capo, Underboss, Capo, Captain, and Soldado, Soldier, Good Fella. The thumb is divided into these 4 echelons. This hierarchical structure is still effective outside of the Syndicate. For example, a common fixer is comparable to a Soldado, an associate fixer to a Capo, a board member of a wing to a Soda Capo. This is how the hierarchy is to be interpreted. No outsider is exempt from this rule. No matter how you usually behave, you must remember your place and respect our rules when you're dealing with a thumb. If a young, oblivious fixer walks up to a capo and speaks to them, that poor... I don't even know how to... fucking... Hold on. It's not pecado, because, that's another thing entirely. This is the same language that most music is, used for. I'm gonna say picciotto. Honestly, I'm gonna say that it's probably like picciotto. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce Italian really well, to be honest with you. But it looks to me like picciotto. So... Kayla, one of the most terrifying opponents to face, powerful range attacks. That indeed, and he also buffs everybody else. That poor Picciotto will be rolling in the street the next day with his jaw and teeth missing. On the other hand, someone with the right level of authority or person of a higher class would be a different story. If a person on the same echelon as ours were to approach us, we'd gladly greet them and hear what they have to say with an open mind. Conversations with them are to be conducted with courtesy and decorum. Furthermore, if the person you're dealing with stands in a higher echelon than yours, they must be treated with utmost devotion and delicacy. Such is the rule of ours in the respect to their position. Don't be too bitter over it. Indeed, class is earned, not given for free. It's only right to give it the respect it deserves. It's like I said, it's interesting, but misguided, is the best way that I can say the thumb. He's confused, but he got the spirit. Alrighty, so we're gonna read the interesting shit. Martini is gonna be the next one that we read, bottom the first. And then we basically just have the church gears. How long is the church gears one? We'll start with the church gears. As the gears turn, our bodies are put in motion. Thought gears are indispensable for meat gears. The introduction seems terrifying, but thought gears are said to feel much more satisfaction than meat gears do as time passes. Actually, I'm not sure if a thought gear can still think like a human. They say thought gears are honored to be serving their role, but perhaps it's only a made-up story told by the worshippers who hadn't completely gone awry, wishing to free themselves of what little guilt they had. The words I sometimes hear aren't heard through my ears. The gear guides my body as it rotates, as if it's entering commands into my brain. Though that matters not. We are able to live thanks to the help of the thought gears. We're no longer lost, unable to find a way ahead. Even if there is no path to take, it tells me where to place my next step. Now, that was also a really interesting thing, because I remember Eileen with the whole thought gear thing. Doesn't she literally dodge bullets? If memory serves me right, wasn't that a Dead Stop Office thing where they literally dodged bullets? I remember that one being pretty fucking dope with that shit. Like, they just, that was crazy to me. Instructions unclear. Recreated the Italian mob, pretty much. AKA, they are Meat Machine, basically. That's like one of my favorite memes of all time, by the way, Marcus Williams, is the directions unclear dick stuck in toaster meme. And what made that so funny is because that would always be like applied in, that meme eventually got just attached to things that didn't even involve a toaster. So it'd be like, how to play hopscotch, directions unclear, dick stuck in toaster. Like, it just was funnier, like, the more ridiculous that it was. How to put on a straight jacket, directions unclear, dick caught in toaster. Like, just, I love saying that in response to things occasionally, too. But God, that is like some slightly older memes from, like, when I was in high school to early college. Good times, good times. All right, let's read Big Bada Boom. But she still got shot. Truth, gamer fan. Yeah, she had several thought gears and dodged bullets thanks to the processing power. Hell yeah, dude, she increased her RAM. That's what it be like in first-person shooter games, dude, when you upgrade your RAM. Just saying. You ever play fucking Escape from Tarkov when you're on 8 gigs of RAM and then you upgrade to 16? That's what it be like. You be dodging bullets, man. I don't... With the dick stuck in toaster. Don't even worry about it, gamer fan. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally normal. Contracts should be signed on equal terms with the consent of all parties involved, and the offices must fulfill the terms of the contract following the mutual agreement. It's a societal boundary that keeps us humans from betraying each other's trust, as we must coexist. Although these principles are rather abstract, they exist to prevent anyone from devising lowly schemes and ensure that each party gets just benefits. The head's rules don't cover every small detail, so you can say this is a necessary addition to fill those gaps. I don't remember the contracts thing, but I remember that they got fucked by a contract with the Blue Reverb, and that was what the whole entire point is right there. So that's why he opened the floodgates with that one, and we're gonna go to Martini now. Turn people into extra RAM for yourself. Exactly. You just turn them into a fucking gear, and then boom, another RAM stick. How many dim slots do you have, buddy? I hope that you're dual channeling that shit. Notarization is the process of drafting a document to officially certify a deal between two offices in case things happen. A notarial act is fairly powerful. Through these documents, you can verify various facts and secure executionary force. Meaning, if one side doesn't carry out their part of the contract can be enforced on them. There is no need to argue about who is to blame. Notary acts exist to stop unnecessary disputes from occurring. And it's the job of notary public offices like Kane Office to help with that. Oh, and the city is divided into domains. It's similar to how the Zwei Association sets territories for policing. It's fair to expect at least one notary public office in every domain. This isn't to say that you can't use, or can't only use the notary public in your domain. If you can't find a notary public, or if the office isn't functional for whatever reason, you can always go to other domains. Though it costs a bit more. A lot of people still choose the latter since they need to get business done in a hurry. Not every notary public office has the same level of professionalism after all. Heck nah. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. It's true, man. We should turn people into meat gear and get better RAM for our CPU. I would absolutely do that for you guys. Oh, man. Look at your domain, find your node. Yeah, excellent. So, I'm liking where this is going so far, but Nemo's is going to get to the point here, and I'm sure of that. War shall be declared against the gears! Fuck the gears, though, I agree. Fuck the gears. Alright, here we go, Nemo. I don't know how well that I'll be able to come up with a voice for Nemo, so here goes nothing. We live in a turbulent times when wings are destined to fall behind the market if they don't respond to patient disputes effectively, big or small. It's one of the reasons patent wars are that much more important. Those megacorporations sue one another for patent infringement or accuse one another for stealing their patent. Us small fries can watch the giants clash without worrying about getting caught in the crossfire. In fact, we benefit from such conflict. There are unspoken rules that you need to remember to keep your stake in a patent war. One must patent their technologies separately for areas outside of the nest or other domain under their jurisdiction. One must avoid admitting to infringement before carefully reviewing the lawsuit. The rights to a technology cannot be protected if its details were publicized through advertisements, or such before the patent was registered, etc. Patent wars break out for so many reasons. It'll take a day and a half to list them out. You know what? That actually worked out really well. I didn't even pause. I didn't even stutter. There were some areas where I took a break for a minute right there to, like, take a breath, but that read clear as day, dude. I like it. Because the thing is, Nemo, the best way that I can explain it, when it comes to, like, reading him out, I imagine you need to be in an episode of Mania to read Nemo, right? Because, like, you're either just singing everything out that you're saying, or you just suddenly get raspy and angry. And that's just how Nemo is. Like, he's manic all the time. So. Alright, that basically covers all bases then on the first one. But they gave us a little bit of background for Patent Wars. Nothing super big. I kind of hoped for more out of Kane Office, to be honest with you. Are you a Liu stan because you couldn't beat Flandre Rook? Oh, beautiful. Nemo just wants money. Nemo does just want money. Nemo just wants to chill, you know what I mean? So, I think we're going to read Alan and Dong Juan last. We'll start with the Night Owl, and I think we just need the Ujats. Yeah, Night Owl, Ujat, Alan, Dong Juan. Also, his father can still find him. This is going to be, like, I might stop the stream. No, I'm not going to stop the stream. I'm just going to use it as a thing later on down the line for the YouTube side. Okay? Maybe I'll make a different video entirely and upload it later on, but we're going to use this one as the first lore reading episode and just mark it later. But here we go, guys. It's usually a good idea to zip your mouth and shut at a gathering of Thumb subsidiaries. If you don't have any good suggestions to make, shutting up is the next best contribution you can make. Can never be sure if what you're about to say is a good opinion either, so just sock it in general. In other places, mistakes would just cost you your own life, but losing your credit at a meeting like that means the members of your syndicate are also biting the dust. What did we do wrong to deserve the punishment of our boss being a moron? Oh, what did we do to deserve the punishment for our boss being a moron? We're gonna read about Alan's page, and that's gonna be interesting. Ooh. Yeah, they do have chapters and cutoff points now. I'm going to timestamp the shit out of it. Nemo was probably more coherent before he got cubed. Probably. Honestly, that is a lot of good point to make right there. Can still find him. Yeah, you made a really good point there, Marcus Williams. Also, hello, Seven Tono. How you doing? You're catching the last end of the lore reading right here. We got 3 more key pages, and we're done with the first part of lore reading. I might read all of them if this is all that we have to read, to be honest with you. I may do the whole fucking thing. We are Ujats. While it's a grade 1 office on the surface, we only receive requests from one person. It exists for Lady Dias, and Lady Dias alone. We are ready to perform any feat that she demands. Her pure ambition will bring her to a position of great power one day. We simply serve as stepping stones for her ascent to the top. Why have I heard Lady Dias before this? Where was Lady Dias mentioned? You guys can say it if it has happened, and I should know about it. Dude, Ujat just hurts. Actually intelligible. That would be funny if that was the case, Hero Man. If he was actually even less intelligible. Distortion Detective, okay. So, I probably heard it in a check stream or something then. Alright, boys. Let's do some Alan shit. Alan probably lost a leg to the thumb now that I'm thinking about it. The message we got wasn't expected. Oh, sorry. My, had a little bit of gas again there. The message we got wasn't unexpected. The boss of our organization had always been a rash one, and he'd no patience with injustice or for his own curiosity. Alright, weird. It was a miracle that he managed to stay under the thumb for so long. I told him to be more careful since his words and actions as the boss will affect his underlings as well, yet here we are. I thought I'd flip my lid at hearing the news, but I didn't feel as much anger as I expected to. The only thought that came to my mind was that he'd finally done it. With my head cool, I calmly considered my next move. At least some of us will make it out of here thanks to the early warning. Boss of our organization. So the Owls, are they a syndicate then? Or, I mean, I imagine they're an entire syndicate. Does this go on elsewhere with, like, where their arc is? Because I don't think so. Weird. Oh, his leg absolutely is a lethal weapon. He reminds me of the lady from Kingsman. But I also just want to check these. Liu, Red Mist, R-Corp. There's a shitload of R-Corp pages, and I know that these are going to be fucking... These are going to be essays. Yeah, we're going to do this later on. I think we're going to do this in 2 parts, guys, where I'll read the remainder of everything, and I can't wait to crack into this page. I'm not even going to look at it. I'm not even going to look at Purple Tier right now. I cannot wait to crack into that page, but the only reason why we're not doing this is because this is a fucking essay in R-Corp, man. Zhao is also a good one that I can't wait. Yan, we have Yan right there. So, I think we're going to do this in 2 sessions, and we'll do the remainder later on, and Dong Huan is going to be the wrap-up for right now. And in the first cutscene of Thumb, Kalo orders execution of all owls. True. A Thumb syndicate. Okay. Oh, okay. Got it. Which is what I thought, but they're specifically under. Nothing wrong with that. Rest your Vulpine vocalators. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It does need rest every now and again. He has red fucking eyes and teeth and fucking earrings. This dude is ready to hurt people. And Yan Book explained why he did that. Excellent. Alright, cool. I can't wait until we get into the Yan Book then. DB Animations, how you doing? How you doing, friendo? I'm gonna timestamp this later on if you're curious about all of the reading for the first floor. We're gonna wrap up after Dong Juan reading here, and then I'm probably gonna move games. I just want to message my sister first. So I'm actually gonna do that now while we have this up. And just give me 1 second. You wanna play something? Alrighty. The message has been sent. But yeah, glad to see you here, DB Animations, as well. I may poll a game for you guys after this, though, but I actually just don't really feel like playing the game. I'll probably do some grind in the side, like on the background. And then the next time that we wind up like playing the game fully, I will be doing the realizations that we need to do for Bina and Hakma Senpai. So, we'll probably do that. But, what game you plan to play next? I was thinking maybe Final Fantasy XIV. It really just depends on what my crazy-ass sister wants to do. And that really is the thing. I didn't check notifications on here, so I'm seeing, like, blips that I didn't check. Son of a bitch. Alright, there we go. Now I'll actually be able to see when she messages me. But it'll probably be like Final Fantasy XIV, maybe a few rounds of Apex or something. I'm not 100% sure. Too lazy to name. Hello, how you doing? You missed 99% of the lore reading. I'm gonna thumbnail this later on so that you guys can catch this later. And then I'm just gonna move over to probably, I don't know, Final Fantasy XIV maybe, just to chill out. For enforced gift giving. Stuck on blue reverb. Yes, odd stuff. As you progress with the game, you feel less... Yeah, that's unfortunate then, Seventono. That is unfortunate. But yeah, you just missed quite a bit of lore reading, and I'm going to put this in post. Like I said, I will thumbnail the shit out... not thumbnail, sorry. Timestamp the shit out of it so that you can catch it. The Cry of the Moon. That is pretty dope. Alright, let's get through Dong Juan, and then we'll figure it out then. Color friend is Black Silence. Is he the Black Silence? Or Purple Tear. It's one of the two. We'll find out. Oh, it says Hana Association, so probably the Black Silence. Yeah. Alrighty. Hana Association seems to have taken an interest in the library and the Blue Reverb. Two entities at the center of all the problems that have been happening in L-Corp's nest lately. Now that they've marked their presence in the city's sky as stars, I asked a color who happens to be a friend of mine about it. And he said the association's going to recruit him to hunt down the Blue Reverberation in his cohorts soon. Wait a minute. Maybe not. I'm hoping it's the Black Silence, but if it's a he, it would have to be. We'll find out. Hold up. I'm going to continue this. And he said that the association... yeah, okay. They've been making quite a scene in L-Corp's nest. In particular, the lives of many syndicates, fixers, and residents close to the library were lost to their hands, so the association couldn't just sit and watch anymore. They've apparently set up a camp at the door of the library, though no one knows what they're waiting for. A couple other things I heard are that all sorts of sounds and noises are coming from that camp, and that a large number of firearms belonging to the Thumb were abandoned on the ground. Maybe they launched an assault on the syndicate while it was still struggling to recover from the loss of the underboss and his capos. The ensemble's not the most syndicate, ensemble's not like most syndicates, just trying to make money off the turf of the wingless nest, that's for sure. But we still don't know what their goals really are, and I can't shake this bad feeling. Anyways, since I was asked to pay a visit to the library, it'll be worth investigating the case some more after I get this job done. I'm going to guess... So hold up. No, because he says recruit him to hunt down the Blue Reverberation in his cohort soon. Ask a color friend of mine. So, unless Lori can just fucking change sex suddenly, that would have to be Roland based off of he. Because other than Blue Sicko, Black Silence is the only fucking color that we know that's male. Unless there's another color. It is the Crimson Cross. Interesting. You're right, actually, they were mentioned in that. When I say Lori, I say the purple tear, guys. But yeah, either way, that is interesting. That is very interesting. Huh. I know that somebody was telling me, though, that Dong Juan's page was going to be a good one versus a lot of the other ones, so I was kind of expecting that. Other than that, I guess we're done with lore reading for now, so the next time that we go through that, we'll wind up ripping through all the rest of this. Bayard's office, Ye's office, or Ye's whatever, Irina's, and that's everything here in the other segment. I think we have everything else that we need. We just have to go back through Liu Section 1 and get Chun. That's really it. We just need a Chun page. So, that's gonna be a ball ache to do, but I think we can do that one just fine. And I think we're good after that point. We just have some absolute fucking essays to read. Oh no, you're fine, too lazy to name. If it was a spoiler, it's not a big one that I care that much about, so it's all good.